So installation, SAP installation. So installation means to building the new SAP systems, building the new SAP systems here.
I
So
having the
installation is
password.
part of the implementation. Installation is part of the implementation only here, right? So what we have to do here, right? So in the yesterday's, to recap to the yesterday's activities, yesterday we discussed about the software requirements and hardware requirements, software requirements, especially we require the software requirements. Software means what type of softwares we required, then how to download it. So all those things we discussed, right? So coming to the software requirements here, the softwares and all you require like a softwares you require like a so SWPM tool, then exports, so kernel, then DB client. So DB client here. Then so we require the DB client and SAP host agent. These are the five types of softwares we required. Here for any SAP product installation, common softwares we have to download it, but only exports will change depends upon the your product. Your product is the ECC you are installing, then ECC exports. Then you are installing the BW exports, CRM exports. But kernel is common, DB client is common, remaining and all everything is common. Only the exports will change depends upon the your product. Suppose you are installing the S4HANA, then S4HANA exports. Or installing the CRM exports. So like that depends upon the installation. So you need to download the respective exports only here, right? So exports contains the master data. So then SWPM is the installation tool. Using the SWPM only, we will do the installation, right? The remaining and all, we will give two inputs to the SWPM tool. Okay, this is the SWPM tool here, right? So before we do go for the installation, so you would like to know some information about the some technical terms about the SAP installation here, some SAP words, technical terms. So technical terms here. So which means like a SID. So instance number, right? App server name. So host name, and also DBSID or DB name. Okay. So application server name, host name, DB name, instance number. So instance. So users, right? So network means LAN, WAN, network users also right? So there are the some technical words throughout the end of the SAP course in SAP. We will use this technical words. So what is SID? What is instance number? What is the SAP system? So these and all the so we will technical terms. We will discuss about these things here. Okay. So SID. SID means so three alpha to identification. System identification. SAP SID means system identification here. To identify the system within the landscape, we need the one SID here. To connect to the SAP system, you need one SID. Or to identification purpose, you need one SID here. Means so once the baby is born, then how we are keeping the names, right? We are keeping the name for naming ceremony, right? Because of to identification purpose. For the identification purpose, how we are keeping. Similarly, for SAP system also, when you are building the SAP systems here, you need to keep the one SID here. So the SID should be three alpha, three alpha numeric characters here. Three alpha, so numeric characters. We have to keep the three alpha numeric characters here. So three alpha numeric characters means it should be like a either NW1 Suppose you are installing the NetWeaver product, then NetWeaver development one. You are installing the quality, then NetWeaver quality. You are installing the ECC, then EC, then EC1. You are installing the S4 HANA, then S4 HANA. Then you are installing the CRM, then CC, something like that. You have to keep the some naming conventions. In the SAD itself, the people should know, okay, what type of system is this? What type of system is this here, right? So in the SID itself, you people can know what type of system is this, they can understand here, right? So, but it's like a three alpha numeric characters only. So in the first letter should not be a letter. It should be like a one EC. It should not be like this here. It's a wrong word. It won't take it out here. So it should be three alpha numeric characters. Three alpha numeric characters here, right? So type of the first letter is the type of the product. Then, so here the type of the environment is the development or quality or production environment. Then one the numbers system naming convention number, like is it first system or so, like that they will keep the some naming conventions and different things here, right? So three, also we can keep the alphabets, but it should be three alpha numeric characters, but it should not be first letter should not be a number. First letter should not be a number here. It should be alphabets only here, right? So SID means system identification purpose. We give the SID here, system SID here. Okay. Then instance number. Instance number means, so once the SID is given, then we have to give the one numbering here. So how we have the once the people will give once the born babies, once we give the name, then immediately we will assign the one Aadhaar number, right? Unique Aadhaar number or phone number, one identification number here. Same as like here also for SAP, once you choose the SID, then we have to give the numbering as well here. The number should be here, so two digits here, 00 to 99. In between any number, you can provide to the one SID here. So SAP SID means one SID means one SAP system you are building. What type of system? By seeing that SID, you will come to know what type of SID is this. Okay. Then immediately you need to give the numbering here, right? 00 to 99 in between any number. It's like only two digits number. Instance number is the two digits number, we have to give this one here. Application server name. So on top of the host, on the top of the host here, in this host, this is the host. Normally, this is the operating system. This is the server. Okay. Normally, multiple synonyms we will call it as, right? So here in this host, if you in this host here, SAP practice 2, this is the computer name, right? This is the computer name here, right? What is your computer name means SAP practice 2. What is your host name? In the Linux language, we will call it as the host name. Then that is called the SAP practice. Both are same. In Windows level, we will call it as the computer name, and Windows level we will call it as the computer name, and so in the Linux level we will call it as the host name here. Host name here, computer name and the host name here. Okay. So what is application server level? Application name. So which means when you install the SAP on this host, on this computer, when you install the SAP on this computer name is called the application server name. Why? Because you are installing the application server on this computer, then this is called the computer name, called the application server name. Same name is called the application server. You are installing the SAP application here. Then this name is applicable for the SAP. SAP name means this is the name for SAP host name. SAP computer name means this is the name for SAP also here. If you install the DB on this host, DB server name is called the computer name only. DB server name is called the computer name only here. So DB name, DB server name, so database name, so all are same, right? So it's same. All are the same here, right? Instance means the set of services will run on one instance. So set of services will run on the instances. So that is called the instance here. Set of services are called the instances here. So users means when you are doing the installation, some users will be created. Those are the users here. System means so SAP system, that is called the SID. What is the system SID? What is the system name? So what is the instance number? So what is the instance name? So all are same. All are same name only. So in this computer, if you install the SAP, then SAP application server name is called the SAP Practice 2. If you install the database on this computer, then DB server name is called so this is the DB server name. If you install the when you install the SAP, then there are the two instances will be created. The two instances name will be called as this SAP Practice 2. Okay. In the Linux language, we will call it as the host name. In the Windows, we will call it as the computer name here. So all are same, but mainly only important thing is for you. This is the one very important. SID and instance numbers are the very important here. Okay, SID and instance numbers are very important here. So now let's go and start the SWPM tool for the installation here, right? So let's go and start the installation here. So here we go to the so here in the C drive, you have all the list of softwares are available here in the C drive. In the C drive, in the SAP softwares, we have the exports. These all are the exports, ECC exports and network exports, kernel. So then SWPM tool and host agent, all are available here. All are available here, right? So now what you have to do, you need to start the installation here, right? You need to start the installation here. See here, so you have the SWPM tool. So SWPM tool, these are the softwares we will download from the service marketplace, right? Then we have to keep the all the softwares into the one folder, ready with the one folder here, right? All the softwares you have to ready with the one folder here. Then open the SWPM tool. Then suppose sometimes SWPM tool, if you directly download the installation package, then it will be extracted zip folder, it will be extracted. Sometimes SWPM folder, you will SWPM file you will get as a SAR file, .sar file here, right? Then you need to extract it, the file name, the file you have to extract it here. Go to the command prompt mode here, SAP car. If any SAP related all the files with the name is called the SAR file, SAR file. So then -XVF, then the SWPM file which you downloaded the file. So it is already downloaded and extracted, then that's fine. If it is not downloaded, then you need to extract the file like this. You need to extract the files here, right? SWPM SAP car -XVF space -XVF space SWPM. So this file name we have to keep it here. This file name we have to keep for the install for extracting the files. So normally for extracting the our softwares, normally we will use the right click and extract the files, right click and so that we will do it, right? But why SAP is different? Yes, SAP is different here, right? Suppose if you want to extract one file here, right click and zip file extract means it will extract it. But SAP is different. SAP, all the files naming convention will be .sar only. .sar only. So file name .sar extension. If you want to extract that files, you need to use the SAP car -XVF and file name. So SWPM, the file name you have to use it here. The file name you have to use it. Any file name you need to use the this commands you have to type it here. Okay, that is the one thing here, right? So it is extracted. You see the files got extracted here. So now you need to start the SWPM tool here, right? So then, so once you go to the C softwares, there is SWPM folder. Then if you just click on it here, then SWPM will be started here. SWPM is getting started here. See, so it will start and it will open the URL in the browser. It will open the URL in the browser here. As WPM will start, will open the URL from the browser here. So it automatically it will open the URL in the browser. with naming convention is called the SAP host name and the port number 4237 here. Important thing is the what is the port number for the SWPM tool. This is one of the interviews frequently asked question here. What is the important port number? What is the port number for the SWPM tool here? 4237 is the port number here, right? So then once you open it here, then you need to enter the user ID and
This is
password.
same. Sorry to disturb. This is same whenever we are doing the SWPM installation 4237.
That is the same for common for entire worldwide. If anyone is doing, that is the common.
Okay, okay, fine.
Common port number for the SWPM tool. Okay, it's not for us, only for everybody. Anyone, any company, anyone. So anytime, anywhere you are doing the installation, common port number is for the 4237. But host name may be changed. This is my computer name. Your computer name may be different. Server, this may be changed, but this port number and this is common here. Okay, this is common.
Got it. Yes.
So here you need to enter the user ID and password. Whatever the user you are starting the SWPM tool, whatever the user you logged in and you started the SWPM tool, same user and same passwords you need to provide it here. Okay. So once you provide it here, then you will able to open the SWPM home screen, welcome screen. This is the welcome screen of the SWPM tool here. So in this tool, you see here any product installation. Suppose if you want to install the S4 HANA, we want to install the SAP NetWeaver, if we want to install the business suite systems like business suite, if you expand the business suite, CRM, so ERP, SCM, SRM, if you want to install the solution manager, MDM, any SAP product installation, common software we have to use it, that is called the SWPM software provisioning manager here. Yes, software where. So provisioning, P means provisioning, M means manager, software provisioning manager here. So based upon the product, which product you are going to install it here. Suppose you are going to install the SAP NetWeaver 7.5, then you need to expand the NetWeaver 7.5 here. Okay. Then suppose you are installing the ECC, then ECC where it is here in the business suite. Here you have the ECC. Then you need to expand the ECC node. You need to expand the ECC node here, ECC folder. So I am installing the, suppose like now smallest installation means so SAP NetWeaver 7.5, right? So then here, what type of databases you are going to install it here? What database, on top of which database you are going to do the SAP installation here, right? The database selection here. So here we choose the SQL server now. Okay, SQL server. Then what you are trying to do now? Installation. Then expand the installation here. Then what you are trying to install it here? Application server ABAP. ABAP system you are going to install it here. What? NetWeaver 7.5 on SQL Server DB. So we are going to install it here. Application server ABAP. Normally we will call it as the ABAP. Why? Because ABAP system. So here there are the two types of stacks are available in SAP. So one is the as ABAP. Second one is the as Java systems. So ABAP systems are the one which we will log in from the SAP login pad. ABAP systems are the one where our ABAP team write the codes here, everything, write the codes and programs and everything here, right? So normally now we are going to install on the ABAP system only, that is called the as ABAP. As ABAP system, we are installing here as ABAP system here. So ABAP system, we need to choose it here. ABAP system, we have to choose it here. So then ABAP system, once you choose the ABAP system, then so here you can see the ABAP system you can install in the three ways here, right? You can install the NetWeaver system in the following options here. Three ways we can do the installation here. One is the standard installation, distributed installation, high availability installation here. Okay. So I will explain these three installation differences here. Okay. So here standard installation. Standard installation means so in one host, this is the operating system. Example, this is the your host, Windows host here. So in this Windows host, so SAP and DB. Both if you install on the one operating system, this is the standard. This is the standard operating system here. Standard system installation, right? So some customers they don't have the budget and some customers non-priority system. That's why what they will do in single operating system, they will install the database and SAP on the database SAP and single host we can install the database itself here in the same operating system in the same host in the same computer they will install the database and as well as the SAP SAP application also they will install it here. This is called the standard installation. This is called the standard system installation here, right? So what about the distributed here? Distributed means here we have the so SAP will be installed on the one host and DB will be installed on the another host here. SAP on the one host and DB on the one host here. SAP and DB both are in the different host here, right? SAP on the one host and DB on the one host it will be installed here. SAP on the one host and DB on the one host here. Means here you have the two operating systems in one operating system database and first operating system on the SAP. So you have the both will be connected internally connected here. So in this way you need the two licenses, two operating system licenses, two hardwares, two networks, two file systems. Everything will be two, right? So multiple, right? So this is called the DB and everything. But there is no risk here. Why? Because here SAP and DB not in host. Even if SAP is down, no, there's no impact on the database. So nothing will be impacted, right? If there's something, any issues or anything, nothing will be impacted. Why? Because this is running on the separate operating system. This is running on the separate computer name and operating system. It is running. So no impact. This some kind of a medium type of customers, right? The small customer startup companies, so they will go for the so startup businesses, they will go for the standard, which means all will be in the way because they don't have the budget and everything. So then if it's a some medium sized company, they will go for the this one, right? They will go for the SAP and DB and the separate host. They will go for this one. Then normally we will call it as the so SAP and DB. Normally we will call it as the like a so distributed installation here. We will call it as the distributed here. Okay, distributed installation here. So now next one is the high availability. In the larger companies will go for this one. Here, people will go for the high availability concept here. High availability concept here. Here you can see the high availability concept here. High availability concept means here multi-host installation here. People will install the clustering concept, high availability mode. So suppose example, one operating system is on the one and second operating system on the ERS node. Then here they will install the multiple application servers. They will go for the multiple application servers and DB is on here, right? So like that they will do the installation here. This is the ASCS. This is the so ERS. High availability, we have the ASCS, NQ replication server, ABAP system central services, then SAP application servers are here, multiple application servers are here, right? Multiple application servers, they will go for that one. So this is the database. See, all are in the different operating systems here. So this ASCS and ERS will be linked here, right? This will be linked in the will be in the cluster status here, right? So, and this all are point to the this all are point to the ASCS only application server, right? This will be depend on the database. All application servers are depend on the database only. All application servers are depend on the database only here, right? Here, so this is the architecture of the high availability architecture here. So what will happen here? What will happen here? Suppose here instances, they are the two as I said, whenever you do the SAP installation, either a standard or distributed or high availability, so then you will get the So one ASCS instance and one DB instance, one application server instance, right? SAP, there are the two instances will be created. One is the ASCS instance, then application servers. One application servers you will get here. So what exactly happens here? Whenever anything is happens in the ASCS, so immediately this will be automatically fail over to the secondary node. This is the first node. This is the secondary node. This will come to the here. This will go to the here. So which means there is no downtime, high availability, 100%, 99% availability of the systems. Especially for the banking sector systems here, mission critical applications like IRCTC. So some other banking sector applications. So there are the other applications, they will be in the high availability setup. Production will be in the high availability. Why? Because if the banking application is down, then there are lot of transactions will loss, right? So transactions will be now will not happen here, right? Suppose in case of if study is regarding the banking transactions, so banking applications are down, then definitely there is a huge impact on the business, right? That's why that application should be always should be available. That's why people will install that type of applications in the high availability mode, means 100% that is availability. Even though if the one is down, we have the others will take care of the responsibility. Even though this is down, then remaining will take care of the responsibility. Like that, they will install the high availability systems. They will install the high availability systems here. So large customers, critical application customers, they will go for the high availability concept here. But small customers, they will go for the standard here, right? So how we got it here in the SWPM home screen here, you will get the list of products which SAP product, which product you are going to install. So here we are going to install the NetWeaver systems here. Then ECC. Then if you want to install the S4HANA, then ECC. Then select the ECC systems here. Then so expand the SQL server here. Then installation we are doing here. Installation we are doing here. Here application server ABAP, right? Standard installation. Then you can double click on it. Then click on the next button. Then it will go to the roadmap steps here. We'll go to the roadmap steps here. Then continue with the new options here. Here, this is the place here we will give the inputs to the SAP. We will give the inputs to the this SWPM tool. So this SWPM tool will ask the all the inputs here. Please provide the SID. Please provide the instance number. Please provide the kernel location. Please provide the export location. Please provide the host agent. Please provide the DB details. All the information it will ask us. Then we have to provide the all the details here. We have to provide the all the details in this screen itself. Define the parameter screen itself. We have to provide the all the details here. Okay, we have to provide the all the details here. So that is the one thing. So now it will ask the information. So we have to carefully give the all the inputs and everything here, right? If you click on the cancel, the session will be cancelled again. You need to start the SWPM tool from the scratch. So from starting to now again you have to come to the this page here. Okay, this is the page. So it is loading and it will ask us to provide the inputs, click on the next button. Provide the input, click on the next button. Provide the input, click on the next button. Like that we need to just click on the all the things here. So main important terms is like as we discussed, instance. So when you are installing the SAP system, when you are installing the SAP application, there are the two instances will be created. SAP is a three-tier architecture, presentation layer, so SAP application layer, then database layer here, right? This is the DB. So this is the DB. This is the SAP we know. But as we said, when you install the SAP application server on the one computer, there are the two instances you will get. One is the ASCS instance. Second one is the application server instance. If you go a little bit more, then here ASCS and this is the SAP app server, application server. You will get it out here. What is ASCS? This technical terms. ASCS means ABAP system central services. ASCS means ABAP system central services here, right? Then application server, application. Normally we will call it as the instance, ASCS instance and SAP app server. Normally, formally we will call it as the PAS. First we are installing, right? Then primary application server. If you install the one more application server, then we will call it as the AAS, additional app server here, right? So ECC means enterprise core component here, right? So NetWeaver means NetWeaver only. So S4 means S4 now only. ECC means enterprise core component here. SWPM tool means software provisioning manager here, right? Instance means set of services will run on this instance here. So here also there are set of services will run. Here also there are set of services will run on here. DB means DB responsibility to retrieve the data, to store the data which is coming from the applications here, right? That one we know here. So now you started the SWPM tool. In the parameter settings, you are giving the parameters, then click on the next button here. Most of the times we need to click the next buttons only here. Why? Because default settings will be taken only SID and software's locations. We have to provide the inputs manually, but remaining and all SWPM will take care. So only just we need to select the which one, which SID, which instance number. So what is the those things we have to provide to the SAP here. Those things we have to provide to the SAP. Here it is asking the SID. SID means system is an identifier for your system here. It must be throughout your landscape, unique your landscape here. So here, what SID you will give here, right? If you are installing the NetWeaver development, then you need to give the NetWeaver development or NetWeaver development system or whatever it may be, right? So whatever the SID you are giving, that SID you need to provide it here, right? So if you suppose a NetWeaver product, NetWeaver installation, suppose ECC, then E will come here, ECD, something like that, E will come here. So like that, whatever the SID you are installing, then S4D, S4ANA. Simply we can understand like, okay, this is the S4ANA development system. Simple understanding purpose. So SAP also recommend to give the product name and environment in this case here, right? So then like, click on the next button, SID we have given. So FQDN is not required. Uncheck the FQDN. Click on the next button. So password for the all the users, you need to enter the password. So same password you have to use for the whenever you are logging to the SAP, you need to log same passwords we have to use for the users. So what are the users are getting created here? That I will explain it. That I will explain it here. Whenever I will explain it. So there the during the installation time, there lot of things will be created. Lot of things means in that there the two instances are getting created. ASCS and application servers. These two instances are getting created, right? And also users will be created. There the users will be created. There the SAP level also users will be created. That instances will be created. So that we will discuss here in the here users instances, right? Instance means the specific set of services will run on this instance. That's why we will call it as the ASS. The specific services will run on this instance. That's why we will call it as the application server. Sir, why we are calling as the PAS means first we are installing this application server, right? That's why primary application server. After that, you can install the multiple additional application servers. You can install it on the different host. On the same host, we can install it multiple additional application servers. Normally, we will call it as the additional application server instances here. So now it is asking the database connection details here. Just select it. Select the our database is installed on the SAP Practice 2, not the Microsoft WD something like that. This is the our database host name. Why? Because DB also we installed on the same operating system, right? Then DB name is called the same operating system. We have installed the database also here, right? SAP Practice 2 is our database name. So here SAP Practice 2. Then click on the next button here. So this is the SQL Server database, right? So we installed already this database here. But because but in our ANA classes, we will come to know how to install the databases, what is DB, ANA DB administration. You will clearly understand what is this exactly. So now it is asking the kernel files, right? SAP EXE, which is all are like a kernel files here. Now you need to browse the kernel location here. If you don't download the files now, previously, now you need to download it clearly, right? That's why download the files and keep it ready. Browse the path of the kernel. Click on the OK button. Click on the next button. Then that will be progressing now here. Kernel files are getting progressing here. So it will validate all the files. So SWPM simply not taking the inputs. It is validating the all the files, all the folders, right? Each and everything is validating. SWPM tool is validating the each and every file. It's not like that simply taking the files and validating and leaving it here. So SWPM considering the your file means your file is valid here. Your file is valid here. Here you can see the task list, what task it is collecting the inputs, and log files are very important here. Here SAP inst.log file is very important. Which log file, which one is taken, and all the information will be displayed in this log file here, right? So see here we scroll down and see the detected packages here in the kernel. All the files are available. All the files are available here. Then only it will go to the next step here. Then only it will go to the next step here. So now host agent, it is asking the host agent, then give the host agent details. So kernel and database details, the host agent also available in the SAP softwares location only. Then select the host agent, click on the next button here. Then, so whatever the softwares, right? So we have the SWPM tool is the one we have started. Then after that, kernel we have given. Then now host agent we have given. Then DB details also we have given. Finally, it will come to like a exports, right? Exports. So it will ask the exports. So host agent also we have given, that is available here. Then click on the next button. Whatever the inputs you have given, each and everything will be validated here. It will be validated here. So now it is asking the installation exports. So installation exports here. Click on the browse the path, go to the C drive, then SAP software, NetWeaver exports. You need to choose it here. Why? Because you have NetWeaver in installing, then NetWeaver exports. If you are installing the ECC, then common steps here in the exports time, you need to select the ECC exports. That's it. So installation is common. Any product, the installation is steps are common here. Only thing is, so during the NetWeaver installation, NetWeaver exports. Suppose if you are doing the ECC, then ECC exports. If you are doing something, then that we have to select the that something related exports. You have to download it here. So then it will validate it. So installation log files, SAP inst.log file is the very important. It will whatever the exports you have given, it will validate it. It will validate the all the files and everything. See here, it is validating. All the files are getting validated. All the files are getting validated here, right? Then only it will take it to the next step. So simply you given the input, even though the file is corrupted, it will not go further. Just it will validate the all the information and everything here. It will validate it whether the file is correct or not. So here number of data files. To store the data, number of data files here. So you can choose the small. 4 is the small. We can choose it. Why? Because ours is the small systems. Then you can choose the small. So means storing of the data only. This is the one. Okay. Just click on the next button. So these log files are the very important things here. So here SAP INST, one is the installation time. You need most important thing is the port number for the installation. Then log files are the SAP inst.log file is one of the log file is very important. So then, so this is the very, very important thing here. SID and all those things. Then remaining and all the normal. So just you can click on the next button. Only so software's location, click on the next button. Only software's location, time and inputs, SID, instance number. Only these times you need to provide the inputs. Click on the next button. Remaining and all, just click on the next button. That will take care of part here. Here instance number. Following instance number already reserved for these are the SIDs here during the installation time. So you want to give the different SID 24, 26. Why? Because instance number, right? Instance number we discussed. Instance number IN 00 to 99, any number you can give it here, right? Otherwise, if you don't give it, SAP will take the default one. If you are okay with this one, just click on the next button. That will be SAP will take it. That is the instance number for the SAP here. That is the instance number for the SAP here. So no SLD. Yes, we don't have any SLD now. So just click on the next button here. Nothing, just start the SWPM tool. Just give the inputs to the SWPM tool. Automatically, SWPM will tool take care of the installation of the SAP systems and everything here. SAP systems and everything here, right? Just click on the next button. Some of the time you need to browse the path, you need to enter the path, so that those things you need to enter it. Remaining and all, it will take the by default. Then you need to click on the enter buttons, next button, so it will go to the next step here. So you are giving the inputs here, right? Defining the parameter. You are giving the inputs to the SWPM tool. Then when it comes to the review, you need to review once whatever the inputs you have given. See review parameter section now. You need to review. Okay, initially typical you selected ND1 passwords. Okay, this is fine. Database, softwares, everything you have selected. Suppose you want to, I want to change the SID means you need to revise. Just click on the revise, select it, revise it. Here also in the review parameter section also you can revise it here. Then finally everything is okay, just click on the next button here. Then SAP will start doing the installation here. This will take another 3 to 4 hours. SAP installation is not a small installation. Another 3 to 4 hours it will take. We'll do the all the installation and everything here. So 3 to 4 hours means our guys will not be so there. So then we can cancel it. Why? Because here system will take care of the installation. You no need to do anything here. Then just you can hand over the installation to the other people. The other person will do the installation here, right? So only at a time only one person can do the installation here, right? So in your batch only one person can do the install. Only installation only one person. Remaining and all multiple persons, multiple people, multiple sessions, multiple times, multiple devices you can log in and do. But only doing the installation at a time only one person have to perform the installation. Okay, this is the way you need to start the installation here. So what you can do here, log into the SAP system, this PC, then go to the C drive. So then before starting, check in the task manager, just right click in the task manager, go to the details, check is there any SAP INST process here. If any SAP INST process means someone is already working, then check if the is from our group is doing, then that's fine. You can just wait for some time, maybe half an hour. Then he will finish the all the inputs giving and he will execute the service and he will inform, he will cancel it and he will inform you same as like how I done it. He will inform you, then you can start the installation. So that is only one part here. So that is only one difficulty is here. At a time only one person we have to perform the installation. So others can validate the softwares, others can check the server access and everything, they can perform it here. So that is the installation. You have to do that one now. Okay.